Yo, what is going on, Gamehouse? I am Germ here. We're back today breaking down another off-meta pick, another off-meta strategy, something that I think is a little bit underutilized, but I think is pretty good. And in this video today, we're going to be explaining just how it works, how you guys can make sense of it, and hopefully use it in your own solo queue games to gain some LP of your own. And even if it's something that you're not interested in using or trying out, maybe you'll just have a better idea, a better understanding, and maybe you'll know how to play against it or something like that. That might help you out as well. But I just love talking about different unique strategies and keeping League of Legends interesting and fun. As you can see on the screen today, we're taking a look at Morgana jungle. Now, this is not a totally new pick. We've seen Morgana in the jungle before. Riot has even tried to force this champion into the jungle before by, making some changes to her that make her better at clearing camps and everything like that. You can see she gets through her first clear there pretty healthy, with what, like 80% HP, more than half mana. She's doing okay, and she didn't even start on the blue side. Her clear is just really, really gross, especially with her W, and the cooldown getting lower as it hits stuff and everything like that. So it's just really, really crazy. I think Morgana is really an underrated champion overall. I think she's really good, like, all over the place. I never mind having a Morgana on my team. Now, yeah, Morgana that just, like, misses her Qs all game is maybe not the best thing in the world, but no matter what, her E, her W are always going to be so good at protecting your teammates, protecting your allies, and the W is just so annoying. A huge AoE damage spell that just ticks and ticks and ticks. I swear late game the W has like a 1-second cooldown or something ridiculous like that. But the person we're watching up on the screen today, this is EG Impact. This is the top laner for the LCS team, Evil Geniuses. Getting a little crazy here on this Morgana invade. He thought he was going to be able to steal away the Gromp and the blue buff at the same time, maybe getting a little bit greedy. But you can see Impact is Diamond 1 on this account. Yes, he is a top laner, and yes, he's a professional top laner, so him playing in Diamond 1 is probably smurfing a little bit, but also he is an autofill jungler, so he's just doing his best. And he decided to pull out the Morgana jungle in this one. He ended up going 13-3. He ended up dealing a fair amount of damage. I don't know if he had the most damage in the game, but I know he was pretty dang close, which is interesting because I think a lot of people don't play Morgana because she's a little bit basic, a little bit straightforward, a little bit boring. Just hitting W over and over again all game isn't the craziest thing in the world. Yes, hitting a Q can feel very, very good. Yes, making some good ultimates, like a nice flash ult, Zanya, something like that, can always feel really, really good. But most of the time, Morganas aren't going to be too flashy. They're not going to be too crazy. Not too much outplay potential. But again, I just think she's so dang good. I think she's so dang useful. But she is a little bit more supportive, obviously. I mean, her biggest strength is going to be able to drop her spell shield on her carries and stop them from getting CC'd and just neutralizing what the other team's trying to do. But definitely a Morgana jungle, this is going to be a big thing to do. You can always take the blue buff and the Gromp at the same time. Your W is going to be able to hit both of them. That's going to be super, super good, super annoying. But right now, Morgana, obviously, and throughout most of Morgana's history, she's usually been a support. That is her most played position right now. She's above a 50% win rate as support. And jungle, she's not getting played as much. Only a 0.4% pick rate in the jungle. And her win rate isn't that good. It's a 47% win rate in the jungle. But I still think overall, if you play this thing correctly and you utilize it well, this can be really, really good. I think especially in the lower elos where, many people are going to be trying to play all these crazy outplay champions. And they're not going to be very good at them, and if you have ways to utilize that with more support for your team and just consistent damage, a really easy to pull off damage, really easy to pull off clear, all you got to do is press W. I think that can be super strong and very, very good. And like I said, I just think it's underrated. I think it's underutilized. As far as the rune page in this one, Impact is going with the Dark Harvest Morgana. Obviously, it is very, very easy to proc the Dark Harvest on her. If you ever see anybody low, all you got to do is like get on the same screen as them and press W. So I think you're going to be able to rack up a bunch of Dark Harvest stacks, especially in solo queue where there's just nonstop fighting. There's always somebody low. There's always somebody dying. You're going to be able to get these, just going to add to your already insane damage even more. He is going with the cheap shot as well. Obviously, you're going to be CCing people a lot. Getting that additional damage on them is going to be good. Zombie Ward, which I just think is a very, very good rune in general right now. And then he's going with the Treasure Hunter as well. I'm sure you could go with Relentless Hunter also, because I think Relentless Hunter is usually really, really good on junglers, being able to have the movement speed to get around the map and stuff. But I think Treasure Hunter is fine because I just think it's a pretty blanket good rune right now as well. And then he's going with the Inspiration Secondary with the Magical Footwear and the Cosmic Cosmic Insight. Free boots, always pretty good on jungle, especially scaling junglers. You're just able to get a free 300 gold. Morgana, not going to be too strong early, not going to be, trying to scrap around too much or do anything too crazy. And she almost, I don't know, it looked like almost got the Gromp there. That would have been kind of funny. You do have some other options as far as your rune page. You could maybe get away with Predator or something like that. But overall, it seems like, Dark Harvest is usually going to be the way to go. It's going to be pretty standard and pretty good. Yeah, the boots with Cosmic Insight is fine, but you could also maybe go for Sorcery secondary, something like a Gathering Storm and a Absolute Focus, or a Transcendence in a Gathering Storm, or even a Water Walking, I think could be okay. You have some different options there. As far as the skill order on the Morgana, Impact went with the Q at level 1 here. I would assume that's not usually the most standard unless you're looking to make a play at level 1. Obviously, Morgana's Q at level 1 is going to be really, really good on invades, really good in those level 1 fights and stuff like that. But if you're just trying to kill a camp, I would assume the W is going to be better. But he went with Q into W, and then another point in W at level 3, and then finally leveling up his E at level 4. And then he's obviously maxing the W first, then maxing his Q, then maxing his E. This is mostly about that W. That's how you're going to be clearing the AoE camps. That's how you're going to be doing all your damage. Yes, the Q is fine, but once you have just a single point in that Q, it's going to be hitting people. It's still going to be stunning them for like 10 seconds or whatever. It's still going to be very, very strong. But yes, as Morgana, you are mostly looking to full clear and full clear and full clear, scale up, be really, really annoying, and then later on in the game, in those team fights, you are trying to be very, very useful by dropping out insane, kind of AoE DPS over time, but then also buffing up your carries, making sure nobody gets on them. You have okay ways to like start fights or catch people out with your Q, but also you can use your Q as peel. You can use that E to protect your carries. You can use that ultimate to hopefully stun up the team for your team to be able to, knock them out after you set them up. And once you get that, you're still going to be getting the nice damage over time with your W, and that's going to be helping out your team as well. So like I said, I just think Morgana is really, really reliable, pretty easy to pull off, pretty consistent. In fact, misses the W onto the Gromp there. Not exactly the cleanest, but as far as the build, what he's going here, he is going for the Blue Smite. I think Blue Smite's fine. Again, you're looking to just CC people, kind of be annoying. You're going to slow them down. It's going to make it easier for you to stick them in your W. It's also going to be making it easier for you to land your Q on people who are going to be slowed and stuff. He is going for the Liandry's first item. Again, stacking up that burn, stacking up that bleed. This is all about AoE damage over time. The Liandry's does just that. He's going for the Sorks next, and then going for the Void Staff, which is also very, very interesting. Again, he's going to have a ton of penetration between his Sorks and his Void Staff and everything, just helping you deal more and more damage. And then grabbing up the Stopwatch into the Zanyas. I think the reason why he probably didn't go for the Stopwatch second was he still had the Stopwatch, but Stopwatch, just an iconic item on Morgana. Again, getting those alt Zanyas plays are always going to feel so, so good, and that's always going to be so, so strong. You honestly can go Demonic Embrace on the Morgana too. There's definitely some people doing that. You can see in this one, he gets the Ornn upgraded Liandry's, and then going in for a Rabadon's as well, and then eventually into the Magi's. That's another very, very big tip on Morgana. I think all over, whether you're support, mid, jungle, whatever, getting Magi's on her is very, very good, because I think it's so easy to get assists on Morgana. It is so easy, like I said, to put your W on somebody from a screen away. You're going to do a little bit of damage to them. If they get taken down, you are going to be getting those free Magi stacks. And if you have the free Dark Harvest, you have the free Magi, you're just going to be scaling into an absolute monster, and you're going to be doing so much. And it's not even going to seem like it, because again, all you have to do, put your mouse anywhere near them and press W, and you're going to be dealing damage to at least one member, but hopefully multiple meaningful members. Sometimes it'll be when they're locked up, sometimes when it's not. But I do think Morgana is a really, really reliable like secondary engage. If you have a tank, some kind of engage on your team, Morgana follows up really, really well with her W, Q, and ult. If she's your main kind of engage or CC or anything like that, it's going to be a little bit rough, but Morgana fits onto a lot of team comps. She can do so many things well. She can help out her carries. She can lock people up. She can just be supportive in so many ways. Yeah, I know a lot of people in solo queue don't want to play that supportive style, but if you're looking to climb and if you're looking for something a little bit off meta that might be a little bit slept on, a little bit underrated, Morgana jungle might be your girl. I think you guys should try it out. I think you'll be able to find plenty of success with this pick. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so, so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Morgana in the jungle. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, tips today on all the Game House's latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.